All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the F1 Passport. This is our pre-race review for the Spanish Grand Prix 2020. What's going on, man?
Chilling, dude. What's up?
First topic, man. Everybody's talking about the new engine quality modes. Will it make a difference?
Nah, it's not gonna make a difference. It's if anything, I think it's gonna make the Mercs even faster. Not only in quality but in the race too. So isn't this a result of Ferrari's kind of their investigation and their work with the FIA?
The Ferrari International Assistance
Yeah,
at its best.
yeah. So they're working together in cahoots with the FIA to come up with ways to undercut Mercedes.
And Ferrari is paying for the investigation,
Right.
all the technical, costs and things to come up with these strategies.
So they're investing in their own best interest and trying to handicap the rest of the field to benefit them
Yeah,
because they got the worst engine on the track.
and they have no quality modes. Ferrari, how does Ferrari have all the resources they got and they don't have any quality modes yet?
Yeah, I don't understand that. There's got to be something deeper going on behind the scenes. After all this time, how long have we been in the hybrid era?
7, 8 years.
Yeah, there's no reason for them to not have their engine. I mean, Honda's got a better engine than they do at this point.
Right, and
They've only been in 2 or 3 years,
and they have quality modes.
and they have quality modes. Yeah,
So, but that's the sport, man. That's the DNA of the sport. When a team breaks off and no one can touch them, the rule of the game is to try to implement rules that will slow them down a bit and bring the field back together. So, honestly, I don't have a problem with that. But
well, I heard Peter Windsor say we don't need quality modes anyway. Like,
right.
just go out and race. It makes no difference. Yeah.
I don't. I mean, my initial thought was, man, this is a game changer. This is going to put Red Bull in the ascendancy. This is going to bring Ferrari back up to the top of the grid. But everything I've heard from Toto and Lewis and Peter Windsor and everybody since that my initial assessment, it makes me think otherwise.
Right. Yeah.
So. But never doubt, man, never doubt the FIA and their agenda. If Verstappen were to be in the lead of the championship by the end of the current calendar we have, they won't add any more races. They won't. They'll end the season right there.
Yeah, they want that dude to be champion.
They want the champion so bad they could taste it, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
What do you think is gonna happen tomorrow with the hot track?
Well, a lot of different factors that are different from what happened at Silverstone, because you don't have the fast corners that are going to put all the load on the tires, even though it's hot, and you can't pass as well as you could at Silverstone. So I think as long as Lewis and the Mercs make it through turn one in the lead, they'll be fine.
Yeah. They can just control the pace and go from there.
Yeah. And that's why I think Red Bull didn't even try to do that alternate strategy, with different tires and whatnot.
Yeah.
They know it's pretty much a lost cause, but we'll see. So Perez, man, we're learning that, I forgot that we reported on the fact that at Hungary, Perez was dizzy. Remember me saying that?
Yeah. I forgot about practice.
That. Yeah. So he had it then. He didn't get it when he went home. He had it then.
Yeah. It came out that he probably got it from his cook, his personal chef. Yeah. So they're saying he was, doing all the protocol he was supposed to do, not eating out, not going places in public places, but he had a private chef, and that private chef is the one that they believe gave him the virus.
Wow. So I hope he didn't take it home to Mexico with him and, infect his mother
Yeah.
and other people.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. But he seems to think his seat's safe. Everything I'm hearing now. Yeah, have you heard it otherwise?
No, I think the writing's on the wall. Vettel's got that seat. There's no way they're going to take Trust Fund Baby out of the seat. So he has no choice but to go somewhere. He'll probably go to Haas. They'll get rid of Grosjean, and that's where he'll slot in.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. But the way people have been talking over the week, it's a bit confusing. And Perez seems really confident that he's okay.
Well, he put a lot of work in, for that team. I'm pretty sure he does feel confident. He's the one that filed the whole paperwork to initiate the what do they call it? Yeah. Put the team into administration and save all those jobs. I still don't really understand how that works over there in Great Britain, but he feels like and the team feels like he saved them and did all this stuff. So I'm sure he does feel confident, but I haven't heard any other chatter about Vettel going anywhere else, doing anything else. They're still being real coy about the little gas station trip that he had with Otmar. So I think it's a done deal.
Yeah.
Announcing it soon. They need to what do you think about them keeping him in the car for the rest of the year? You starting to come on my side now?
Yeah. I don't even know why they went through the exercise of giving him a new chassis. Why he would even request it unless he's just fucking with him.
He's fucking with him. He don't care.
Yeah.
He don't care. He's not going to get that car out of Q2 no matter what.
Yeah, he wants the tire choice, so he's just going to stay where he's at. I don't even think he cares.
No, he doesn't care because even with the tire choice, all he does is sit there and linger in the back. He doesn't pass anybody.
Yeah.
He does not care.
Yeah. I saw an interview with Lewis where he talked about the amount of data that comes off the car at the end of a race. He said it was somewhere around 100 gigabytes, which I thought was very impressive for a driver to have
that understanding
of what a gigabyte is
right.
in the first place. Now, I remember an interview with Gasly when he first made it up to Red Bull, and he was talking about meeting with Helmut Marko for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And Helmut Marko asked him, he said, he really didn't really say anything to me. All he did was ask me, what's the weight of my GP2 car?
He was testing his ass.
Right. And I don't know. He's like, so what's the weight of your GP? What was the weight of your GP3 car? I don't know. What's the weight of your current Formula One car? I don't know. And he said, Helmut Marko just turned and walked away and said, Verstappen knows.
Damn.
He knows what the weight of his car is.
Yeah, that's deep.
Just turned and walked away. So yeah, but understanding things like that, right, about your car suggests that you're putting in the work and understanding the weight of your car and what the dimensions are and what the difference would be, I think would help a driver, right?
Yeah.
Your boy Bottas said that Roscoe took a dump on his his motorhome, in front of his motorhome.
That's because he was feeding them steaks behind the scenes. That's what happens.
That was funny, man. It seems like they still have a good relationship,
I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, like with Rosberg, it seemed like he felt like something was owed to him, and that was where a lot of his anger came from. And it's not like Lewis is doing anything wrong. He's not doing anything unfair. He's just beating your ass.
Right.
And Vettel and Bottas has a better appreciation for that. He's like, this is a toe-to-toe fight. If you beat me, you just beat me. If I get you, I'm gonna celebrate, and we'll just keep on fighting. Maybe
Right.
I don't. He's just a more level-headed person than Rosberg.
Did you what do you think about Rosberg's commentary?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I like it. I like him in the booth. You know who I liked in the booth? Your boy Karoon.
Oh wow. No, man, come on. As much as you hate him, what did he do this week?
The key is just willing to be disagreeable, right?
Yeah.
And having that conflict and that those different thoughts. And then he was talking about his experience. Oh, when I used to drive, it was this, it was that. Yeah, I got a newfound respect for my boy this time. I like him better in the booth than I do on the track.
Okay. I know in FP3, he really he showed his historical knowledge of the sport. Okay. This dude has a photographic memory about everything that's happened in the sport over the years
Yeah.
and can just speak on it from the top of his head. You know, he was saying stuff like, Mika Häkkinen against Schumacher in 97 and 99 when you had Hubert and Barrichello. So he can just bring up these years and know the drivers and the situations that they went through, I think, better than most people. I think what's his name? The
rest.
DeResta is pretty well. I don't think DeResta has a good historical knowledge.
Is he?
I think Martin Brundle has a good historical knowledge.
Okay.
But Karoon, I think has. I haven't seen anybody with the level of knowledge that he has. I can just.
I'm coming around. I'm coming around on your boy. So what's up with DeResta? Where was he at this weekend?
I don't know. He's probably, he still has a super license, so he's probably racing somewhere to maintain that.
Yeah.
Or he's working with McLaren. He's their official reserve driver now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't like about Karoon, he talked about his desire for reverse grids, and they had that long discussion about the different possibilities. And I think back when we talked about it, I think we were of two different minds about it, because I was thinking, they would do quali and then a sprint race and then quali again and then have the regular race. And you were thinking they would do quali, do a sprint race, and then the results of that sprint race would determine their position for the next race, which is kind of what they do in GP2. But I don't like any of that shit, man.
No, I don't like any of it. Just race,
man.
I'm curious to see. Yeah, I'm curious to see how things are going to go. Which track is it they're going to? They're only going to get one practice session.
That's Imola.
Yeah. That's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
Just one quali the same day, and then you go straight into the race. Is it the same day?
No, they're doing so there won't be any Friday
practice and then quali in the same day. That's what
on Saturday they'll have one practice in the morning, then they'll qualify in the afternoon, and the next day they'll do the race.
Right.
Which is, on a new track that no one's been to before, is going to make it.
The AlphaTauris went there.
Yeah, they did their yeah. But it's that's happening because they have to travel so far. They're giving them an extra day to
get there.
Yeah, to get there and set up and prepare and stuff. But yeah, that's going to be nice.
Yeah.
I thought Rosberg, man, I loved it. We need him in the booth.
Yeah.
We need him in the booth. He brings a raw perspective. Man, I liked Rosberg before he teamed with Lewis. I liked him in the beginning of their relationship. And then when everything went sour, I hated him, man. And then now I like him again.
Yeah. Lewis was egging on a lot of that conflict between them. it wasn't just Rosberg. Like it was going both ways. And Lewis got the better of him, but he was talking mad trash. He was talking so much trash
Yeah.
while he was beating him. He's like, yeah, that's how it's always been. That's how it was in go-karts or how it was in the junior leagues. And, I'm still beating him. I've always beaten him.
That incident after the race where Lewis tossed the hat over to him,
Yeah.
That was fucked up.
Yeah.
That was fucked up on Lewis's
He didn't
part.
like that when it happened.
And Rosberg threw it back, And I think everybody thought that Rosberg was the asshole in that situation, but Lewis was egging him on.
Yeah.
They're calling Rosberg Rostradamus.
Are you serious?
That's still my name, man.
Yeah, right.
There's only one other Nostradamus, and that's Nostradamus.
Yeah, okay, whatever, man.
All right, but he was spitting some serious knowledge, man. I learned more about stuff that I was confused about, for the whole sport in this one weekend during his commentary than I have the whole time I've been following the sport.
Right.
The main thing with a race setup, a quali setup versus a race setup, we hear about that all the time. I just never understood what the difference was. So he said that during the race setup, they stiffen the front end. So during quali, you don't stiffen the front end, but then after quali, you stiffen the front end. And what that does is it gives you more load into the front, which allows you to protect the rears, right? This is during race setup. So it gives you a better race pace over long runs, but it hurts you on one run.
Okay.
Right? It gives you understeer on one lap.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, just knowing that, and then he said something about pushing your brake ballast up to the front.
Mm-hmm.
That your ability to do that can make a big difference in your speed, or how much and for tire wear, brake ballast up from if you move it up to the front, it can cause locking. But he said that Lewis has such a good feel that he can keep his brake bias up front, which helps his lap times. But he has such a feel for the brakes that he doesn't lock it up.
Yeah.
Even though it's more susceptible to being locking up,
Bottas locks up all the time, man. Especially in turn one, the start of the race. Yeah. He's always locking up. Yeah. That's why tomorrow. You want to do another prediction tomorrow?
All right, what you got?
Bottas had a good start last weekend in the 7th anniversary. Lewis had been killing him on the starts before that, but he's finally figured out his starts. He's going to get the jump on Lewis. They're going to be side by side going into the first turn because it's such a long run up. Bottas is going to lock up, and Lewis and Max are going to go by.
Okay.
That's what I think is going to happen.
All right. We'll see. Everybody trying to steal my damn name, man.
Right.
I am the great prognosticator.
All right, we'll see.
Don't care about you, Bama's. When Rosberg was talking about pushing the brake bias to the front, it's funny to see a driver who has current real world experience in the car versus a Martin Brundle who has past experience in the car, and Karun who even though he had experience wasn't doing very much anyway.
Not that good at it, yeah.
So he can't say much on it. But Rosberg was saying how Lewis's ability to push the brake bias up to the front, and Martin Brundle said, "Well, yeah, he's so. I hear that that Bottas is working on that in the simulator. That's something he's working on in the simulator, and it shows that these guys are just talking shit, man. They're just saying shit off the top of their head." And Rosberg came back with, "Yeah, good luck with that, because." There's no way he can practice that on the simulator.
Yeah.
The bumps and the track surface.
The feel for the car, yeah. You don't get that. You can't simulate that.
So Martin, I think Martin got his feelings hurt a little bit and started coming back at Rosberg, and they were
Did you hear Peter Windsor talk about the difference between Lewis and Bottas's laps,
yeah,
and how Lewis got him in the third sector because he was cleaner and neater in the first few turns in the first and second sector,
right,
which allowed him to save his tires for the third sector, and he could apply more power, more grip,
right,
and get more speed. And he said that, a driver like Bottas looks at the statistics and the data to figure that out. But a driver like Lewis just instinctively does it.
right.
It doesn't really plan it or think about it. He just kind of instinctively does it. And that's the only way to do it. You can't really look at data and plan that out.
Right. So he said Bottas will always be lost in trying to figure out, okay, I'm slower in the third sector, but he'll never be able to figure out why he's slower in the third sector if he's just focusing on the data.
Yeah.
It's those inputs through turns in the first two sectors that preserve the tires.
But he mentioned something. He mentioned something that I was talking about in one of the other videos about how Bottas hits those turns a little wider. He loops through them wider, and Lewis just gets through them tighter and cleaner. So it puts less wear on the tires. It saves the tires, and he just gets through it cleaner, man. I like that description.
Are you watching the pre-race shows?
If I can get up.
Yeah, shit.
I don't know if I can get up that early.
I sleep on my couch on race nights. I don't put up with no shit.
Yeah, I heard you, man.
When I want to get up,
Yeah, okay, don't try to sound all bad because nobody's there to check your ass.
Because I'm in my man cave with the door locked.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
All right,
All right, dude, man. Yeah, looking forward to the race, man. We'll see what happens.
All right.
All right, dude. Peace.
All right. Later.